Hey, what? You said hey. Stop it. Stop laughing. Stop. Jesus, it's a long laugh. What's up? What's up? Happy Friday. Happy Friday night Insomniac time. Not for anybody like Allison over on the West Coast because it's only 10 o'clock. Like MASH hasn't even come on yet. Allison, you're just hitting 10 o'clock. That means you got to go through the news and then MASH comes on and then it's bedtime, right? You got to wait for MASH. As soon as that song hit, I knew it was bedtime. I was like, fuck, got to go to bed. Ooh, I shouldn't cuss. It's too early in the show, but it's after 10. So anyway, what's up, everybody? How's it going? You know, act like I haven't been online for a few days because it's only been a few days, right? Just got back from the theater on Ryu 83. Hell yeah. Have to let me know what you think. Sonny finally saw the flick. And honestly, like neither one of you right now gave me any indication whether it was a good thing or a bad thing. Because look, there's no inflection, there's no exclamation point, there's no dots. No, I'm not spoiling shit. No. Well, I mean, I don't know. Normally we'll wait and see with the chat. If someone comes in and says, "Hey, I don't want spoilers," then you know, maybe we'll lay off a little bit, but I guess I should have put that somewhere. I would actually, so if we decide and we have people that are in here and everybody's seen it and everybody wants to talk about it, then we can do that. And then what I'll do is if I post it again, or if once I post it, I'll just put on there, hey, this is a spoiler show. But it is only the first night, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out, right? All I know is I've got this cup that I got from Motuniverse. And I got my Dr. Pepper that I got from what's his name? Forrest Gump, because he likes to drink Dr. Pepper. So we'll be drinking our Dr. Pepper out of our Masters of the Universe cup. I didn't put any ice in it, but this is from the fridge, so we should be good. It tastes magical from this cup. No, it tastes like Dr. Pepper. Okay, let's see. So we got those two. We got Shem Fire. All right. I like the thumb. It's cool. Reminds me of something my son would have. Is a spoiler chat doing it? Yeah, we already talked about that. I'm the first like. Well, thank you for being the first like. I appreciate you. And if anybody else would like to join in on the whole liking thing, I'd be happy. I know there's not a ton of people in here, but it's crazy how when you start up and you're in the vertical, you get like 20 some odd people jump in like right away, and then it goes down. So anyway. I enjoyed it. Even my wife did, although she's totally not into it. Dude, see, honestly, that is my big thing, because my son came with me. He's 12. He has no love for Motu. He sees my room and he's like, wow, my dad's a nerd and all that good stuff. And I didn't force him to go, but I said, dude, you got to go with me. So he's like, all right, okay. So he didn't put up a fight. He didn't go, Dad, I don't really want to go. He's just like, okay, we'll go. So we went, and he went for the popcorn, but he enjoyed it. He's like, man, I didn't really expect to like it as much as I did. It was really awesome. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's funny because I had 5 in the chat. Now I have 30. So that's what you get when you're in the up and down. And now I have 19. Dude, so inconsistent. It's so funny. Go Philadelphia Eagles, winning Super Bowl again. Well, when did they win it last? Because they didn't win it last year. So it's joking. You do? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That sucks. Sucks for you. Like, I mean, it's whatever. You got to live with it. So that's cool. Typical Eagles fan. Well, I mean, dude, I mean, who comes into a chat yelling that the Philadelphia Eagles to a guy in a Colorado freaking Denver Broncos hat, and then follows up with that? Holy cow! You know, I got much. I don't really have much to say. I don't have much to say. They won when Taylor Swift showed up. They did. Yeah, they did. Right. Um, what's up, Clint? Welcome in, man. Good to see you. 15-year-old son liked it more than he lets on. Yeah. See, but mine was not embarrassed to say it. He even told his mom because normally his mom picks him up at 5:30 on those days when she gets off of work. And I was like, hey, can I take him? The movie starts at 5:30. Is it cool if I just drop him off after? Of course, she's fine with that. You know, we get along great. It's all about the kids. So that's the great part about that. Um, but after when I dropped him off, he's like, Mom, the movie was awesome. It was so good. Like it's really, really good. So yeah, it was cool that he liked it. Switching to the non-mobile stream, better view in the toy room. Yeah, I got the better looking stuff behind me instead of just my ugly mug. RG3PO, isn't Ed McCaffrey Christian McCaffrey's dad? Yes, and he is. Me being an old head, I was a big fan of. I have 2 jerseys of Ed McCaffrey. Actually, I have number 87 for the Denver Broncos. So yes, and if you look back on the history of it, when Denver was in the Super Bowl, you have even later on, you have Christian McCaffrey in high school is wearing a Terrell Davis jersey on the sideline. So he grew up a big Bronco fan, obviously, because his dad was a Bronco. And I was always hoping that we would have snuck in there and grabbed him. I knew we wouldn't have got him on the draft because he was like, I don't know, 10 picks before Denver had it. But I was always hoping when Carolina slipped up that Denver would swoop in and get him. But oh well, I'm happy for him that he's doing well. So, what up, Jordan? Happy weekend, brother. Happy weekend. 14 and 10-year-old niece loved it. 9-year-old nephew liked it a lot, and our 2-year-old of course he did. He doesn't know it yet. He liked it. I mean, with all the colors and the sounds and yep. So, probably Christian bought some SpaceX this weekend. Bought some SpaceX this week. Oh, bought some let's see. Bought some SpaceX stock. I don't get it. It's because they exploded. Didn't something explode this weekend? Gee, I'm glad I saw the movie a day early. The spoilers are flying around everywhere. Yeah, they are. They are, man. And honestly, I saw it, right? So, but for people that didn't, the morning I was going, I just opened up Facebook. So it was the morning of the day that I went yesterday, right? I opened up actually, and it's crazy because it was on He Mania's channel. It was on AJ's channel, but you know how people can post stuff. Someone posted 3 separate pictures, and it was the 3 ending pictures in the credits, and I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. And it was the morning I was going. I mean, it didn't it annoyed the shit out of me. Did it ruin the experience? No. It didn't ruin the experience because the first spoiler, I actually asked Mikey after the premiere because I said I only want to know one spoiler, and I asked him and I got my answer, and I was happy. But the second and the third, the second especially, I was completely pissed off about that scene. Being able to see that without knowing I already saw it would have been great in the theater. And I did know, like I said, even after when they're stay longer than you think you're going to have to. So that second one, and then to make sure you stay after all the credits are done. That way you can catch the other one. So, but yeah, people are posting pictures all over the place, and it is what it is. At least they could cover it with something or put on a third picture. Some people are doing that, but if you do it on a Facebook group, all the pictures are there. So you're just there, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that sucked. It really did. Ah, okay. Yeah, the stock. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of a disappointment, but like I said, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna let it didn't ruin anything. I walked out of that freaking movie theater with a big smile on my face either way you look at it. Like, I could tell, like, that my kid was, like, looking over at me because there was a couple times I was teared up. Like, I really was. I mean, I never saw nothing fell down the cheek, but, like, I had the tear in my throat and a frog in my eye. It was good. There were some good spots in there that made me, like, choke up, and I think for me too, though, like, there and honestly, it's a scene that everybody's already seen. Scene. Um, the first transformation, like, that hit me, and it wasn't because of any other reason besides that, like, that's my childhood, right? Like, this is what it's all about. This was I grew up with all of that, and it was, like, everything to me, and the fact just to see it again and to see a different it hit me, and it was, like, really freaking cool, man. Like, it was more of, like, the chills slash kinda you teared up because you had the chills, and, like, it wasn't like a sad thing, but there were a couple that did get your emotions. So I was I was so impressed with it. Yes. I mean, here's the thing, and I did see it was actually a guy following. He's a collect and that's the thing. I'm not pissed off at anyone that didn't like it. Like, if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. That's your completely your thing. And sometimes I look at it for myself like I'm not really a fair judge of it because I'm such a freaking fan, right? Like, so I'm able to overlook some of the stuff that maybe somebody that's not a fan won't overlook. And even if somebody is a big fan, maybe that's something that they'll nitpick even more because they are such a fan and they want to they enjoy the original so much in the older property. So, but for me, like, I I just thought it was so hard because they couldn't fit all of this information into a 2-hour movie, right? Like, we're sitting there and there's so much going on, but you're like, man, if only this, if only that, like fitting certain things in, like little storylines here and there, and would have been great. But then you think about it, and I'm like, damn, but the 2 hours, it was so quick. And what I was gonna say was a buddy of mine that I follow on X, great collector, country gentleman. He comes in sometimes too. He had mentioned that he actually checked his watch because he was kind of like that, like, obviously when you're checking your watch, you're like, oh God, is this still going? Like, so it was slow for him and it wasn't, but for me, I was like, man, and even my kid, again, he'll be 13, what, next week and a half. And he's the one, he told me, he's like, Dad, it felt like a half hour. And that's kind of how I felt. I was like, it felt like it went by and it started and ended. It was so quick, but it was full because it was such a action packed flick. Like, it had so much action in there. And there were, like, I think for me personally, I think certain things were kind of focused on a little more than maybe, but I understood where they were going with it. But in the beginning, like, the stuff in the beginning was kind of focused on a little more than maybe maybe something else with one of the other characters, right? I mean, obviously he's the main character, so he has to be focused on, but there's just certain things, that whatever. But that didn't take away from anything for me. Like, I was just smiling ear to ear through the whole thing. And by the time it was done, Merrick and I had finished the whole bucket of popcorn. He had gotten a blue slushy and I got a Sprite because I've been getting ever since I was younger, like even when I would take girls on dates and stuff back in the day, I used to get a Sprite. I would always get a Sprite at the movies for some reason. So I still continue to get a Sprite. I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just a Sprite and popcorn are my two go-tos in movies. So anyway, let me get back to the chat. So Clint saw it Wednesday. Enough spoilers were we're brewing by then. They were, dude. They were, like, for me watching it, I was Thursday at 5:30. So by then, yeah, there were so many. Like, yeah. The movie was amazing though. I need that soundtrack. The soundtrack is freaking phenomenal. I agree. And Nolan is in the house. What's up, Nolan? Welcome in, my friend. It is a good night when Nolan is here. Anryu says the first transformation gave me the goosebumps. Yes, that's exactly where I was. What's up, Todd C? Welcome in. People saying hi to each other. The movie was what people had hoped for in '87. Yeah, like, and that's the thing is, this whole time you're watching it, you're like, I mean, that Travis Knight, I mean, he's a Motu guy. Like, he loves the show. He loved the cartoon. He loved the lore. He's a fan, and that shows because, like, even the insert, and I won't say anything, I'm not spoiling, but even certain words and phrases that were said, and you're like, you have to be a fan to get that. And that's what I really liked. Like, even that long drawn out one at the end when people if you have to watch the cartoon to know what they're talking about, and that was cool. The score, Flash Gordon and Highlander rolled into one. Yeah, yeah. It was epic, dude. It was really epic. So, what's up, Tristan Williams? Welcome in, everybody that's new. Welcome in. I am Kenzo. I am just some overgrown child that collects action figures, mainly Masters of the Universe. There's my Eternia. There's my Grayskull. I do have a Cat's Lair on the other side. So, I just, kind of collect stuff. Shut cup. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. Some characters could have got a better spotlight. Yes, 100%. I hate you. Oh, thanks. I hate you too. I hope you're doing very well. But if you like to hate people, then that's good to go there, Ray Yan. Tristan, I like and sub to you. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Hey, Tristan, or I don't know, man or woman, either way. Thank you, whoever you are. Thank you for subbing. I hate you. Oh, come on, man. Let's love each other. You could love people too, right? You can. What's up, Eric? Welcome in, man. I love that freaking thumb. It's awesome. Dude, seriously, why must you hate so much? There's 3 hates in there? Or did you give me 4? That's okay. Or you don't hate Tristan, do you? No, don't hate Tristan. Or you hate me. Fortunately, Evelyn did get enough screen time for more didn't get enough for the more sorcery, would have hoped for some necromancy and other shenanigans. And honestly, like, that's the one thing too I was thinking with her. And this isn't spoiler because it's on the commercial, but I was hoping she kind of might have had like a little bit of a lower tone. And maybe that's just my weirdness to it, but man, I really would have liked to have Evelyn with that. Like, I know Alison Brie could go lower. I was hoping that. I mean, it just seemed like she was a little too uppity for Evelyn. Like, Evelyn's more, I mean, she does have the evil laugh and all that, but she still has a darkness to it. Like, every iteration of Evelyn has had that lower tone. And this one was just, I don't know, whatever. It's not a big deal. I just nitpick stuff, right? This is getting Transformers 1 vibe. Hopefully it gets a sequel. Yeah, I know. And because that was such a good freaking movie, but it just didn't get its flowers, man. It didn't get enough because it wasn't advertised as good. I really liked that Transformers one, and my kid watched it with me too. That's another one that he watched with me. He was like, "Dad, this is really good." I was like, "Yeah, I know. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was." Nolan, taking Rhea to watch it after work tomorrow, then again next weekend with the kids. Hell yeah. Absolutely. That's cool, man. I've seen it twice. Hope to see it again. My girlfriend is kind of getting tired of me being out. Well, for me, like, you guys kind of know the situation. You know why I'm doing this Friday night thing, because I don't have a Saturday morning to go to work anymore. But that's the other thing I have to kind of now look at again, is saying, okay, well, I filed for all the normal stuff that you get when you get laid off, but I know that's not going to be, what is it going to be, half of what I normally was making, which wasn't that great in the first place at that job. So I'm going to have to get back into trying to, like I told you guys, I'll probably go back into the garage and do a nice little garage clear out, try to get some sales going. And I need to, focus my time when I'm off work. I've been trying to clean a little bit more in the house first to get my house in order. And then after that, I want to start painting again and getting my product up again. So that way I can maybe start selling some stuff or start doing blind boxes again. So that way, that being said, the reason I said that was because I want to go again, but I'm looking at my funds like, I don't need to go again. Like, I don't need to spend that money on something like a movie that I've already seen. The one place I would like to go to see it is our drive-in in town has it. And like right now through the weekend, it's going to have Masters of the Universe as the first movie, and then the second movie as the Backrooms, because they're always a double feature. But I'm not sure. But I think it only goes till Sunday, so it's really not that big of a deal for that. I know it'll still be there, but it'll have a different. It might be the second movie. It might be with a different. They change it up, I guess, every few days. So I'd like to go, but do I need to spend the money on something like that? Granted, if I can get some shit sold, if I can get make some little money here and there, I can do it. But all right, Lewis Berry 4403. Hello, welcome in. Did you hear about ScarJo is Harvey Dent's wife in Batman Part 2? I did not. I did not know that. Batman Part 2. That's it's one that's not out yet, right? I imagine, right? I'm trying to think. I don't know. No, I'm. But yeah, she is awesome. I agree. She is freaking awesome. Trapjaw was good makeup, not all CGI. Trapjaw was awesome. My number one for any character in that thing was Beastman, dude. Beastman, freaking Beastman. And you guys, like I said, this isn't spoiling at all because we saw him on the trailers, we saw him on the TV. He is so good. Like, and it only gets better. The stuff you didn't see on TV, if you haven't seen the movie yet, Beastman I love it. And yes, I know a lot of CGI, but he's such a cool freaking cat, dude. He's such a cool character. Not literally a cat, but like cool cat, like cool. Birthday is tomorrow. Well, happy birthday early. Happy birthday in 30 minutes, right? Because we're on Friday night. Well. Yeah, there you go. He was terrific. I think they must have cut some scenes of Evil, and I hope she gets more time in the sequel and shows more dark. I agree. And even like she said that she could put on a spell, but then they put it in the. Oh, shut up. Sorry, shut up. People haven't seen it. There was a part that she should have had more to do with, and she didn't. Sorry, shut up. No, they apparently. So, but it's a kind of a funny story. So I go to Motooniverse. I have a great time. I get back on Monday night. I get my stuff together. I get my clothes ready. I go to work on Wednesday afternoon, and they laid me off. Oh, it was basically saying the economy is crap, and it is. They're saying that the store isn't getting enough traffic, which I knew, obviously, because I've been in there, right? Like, I always told them, I'll sell shit if you give me customers. Like, they didn't put enough money into the advertising budget. They tried to get you to be, a cold caller to try to get people to come in and buy a mattress. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So it was, yeah. I mean, I walked in, the regional manager was there. He was working. So they let, so many people go, but then they also had to have the guy that was working from home, doing nothing but meetings, doing training and all that. Now he got dropped down to the salesperson in the store, and I got let go. And they're moving parts around to make ends meet because it's just, they're not making any money. And that's, I mean, when you're at $5 a gallon or $4.50 a gallon for gas, and everything costs and you're struggling to get groceries, who the hell's got money to go get a mattress? Not as many as you would think, right? So yeah, so I got let go. But they did initially right away. He's like, here's the paperwork where this is something showing that it was a layoff due to business being slow and all this. So you will get unemployment right away because we're approving it. So that you don't have to worry about that. So I immediately did that. I'm just waiting on the first amount. It already gave me what I would get. So I'm just waiting on that to hit, and then just try to try to budget things. I mean, I'm not going to be able to hit the big drops, you know, like I hate that I saw the Tila Mondo 1/12 is coming. I saw the teaser picture and I did the payments on the other one. So if I do that, I'm going to do the same thing with the Tila. I have to get the Tila. So I think it's like $33 down, and then the rest of the payments are $33 or something. So I'm going to do the payment plan, which I've done. I did for Man at Arms, I did for He-Man, and I did for Skeletor, which you guys, I think I showed you last time, but man, this guy's freaking awesome. Definitely a badass figure. So anyway, had him still on the desk there. I don't think there'll be a sequel. The movie must do very, very well in order for MGM to greenlight the sequel. Well, you know, stranger things have happened. I'm just going to keep trying to put that vibe out into the world and hope for the best, right? Stay positive. Yeah, got to stay positive. Yep, absolutely, man. Yeah, dude, like there's not that many left in the United States, right? So it's pretty cool. It's like it's out in the county and there's 3 separate screens. So they have a double feature on each one. So I think Masters Universe will probably be on there for at least a couple weeks, if not more. So I maybe we'll figure something out. Maybe even if it's later on, I can go because Merrick does want to go to the drive-in, and obviously if it's a double feature, I don't think he'd mind watching Masters Universe again. So watching it at a drive-in would be pretty awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah, he was, dude. He was awesome. Close to 25 years since I've had been to a drive. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Like I'm not taking it for granted. Like I'm pretty lucky to have that in my town. Like if you look at it, like we're voted the worst place to live in Colorado, but hey, we got to drive in. So that's cool. That's cool. He was my favorite bad guy as a kid from the cartoons and mini comics. Yeah, and they did him well. They did not disappoint. Yeah, absolutely. You're very welcome. Very welcome. You seen 1/6 movie figures from the Hot Toy? Yeah, dude, that's crazy, right? They're freaking awesome, but you know, we all have to draw a line somewhere. Even if I was making the money that I was making before, oof, got to draw the line there. Um, thanks, Todd. What's funny is like the guy that was ahead of me, and it's just because of seniority. Like that's literally what it was. Like he was the manager, he was under contract, and it was like they only have that guy and the regional that's working the store. So basically they cut my salary. They cut a few guys that were in the upper management or whatever you say, like as far as the franchise goes, they let a few people go there. Even one of the original guys that helped start the whole thing, they let him go. So yeah, there was a lot of movement, and who knows? And he even said, he's like, obviously if things pick up and everything changes, he's like, we'd love to have you back. And he was, I really hate doing this. I'm like, dude, don't worry about it. It is what it is. It's just funny that like his position is, like a regional manager or district manager or whatever. And like he's so weird about confrontation. He's like all shaken, and I'm like, dude, don't stress, bro. It's good. I'm good. I'm okay. Like shit happens. I understand. Like I get it. Like when there were weeks at a time where I would have 3 customers in an entire week. Like, what do you expect? Like, I was doing my best, and anybody that come in, man, I would close the shit out of them. But when you only close 3 sales or 4 sales, that's what happens, right? Well, it was the owner of the franchise, the guy who started the franchise, owned the store. There is 30 some stores in the United States for that franchise, but he only owns the one store. But that's the other thing is when you're owner of a franchise, normally that owner of the franchise is involved in the store's day to day. Like he'll be in there a few times a week, or he'll be there every day. Like a lot of the owners spend a lot of time in their stores. Well, my owner is the franchise owner, so he's always gone. He's always doing like videos or commercials or trying to plug the brand instead of worrying about his store. So if things go sour or south, whatever, he's too busy doing other shit. So it kind of sucked to where, and even the regional, he's like, dude, you put up with a lot of stuff because, like, I could make a great sale to somebody and then tell them, hey, we typically, because we don't carry stuff in stock, typically, okay, 1 to 2 weeks to get stuff in. Even then, that's kind of long if you're buying a mattress. I'm going to sell you on the best night's rest you could ever have, but you got to wait 2 weeks to get it. Well, when things are going tough and we're not getting the product in because we're not able to get the product in because we're not utilizing our funds as good as we need to, then the stuff doesn't come in for a month. So all I deal with is pissed off people. And my whole sales pitch and my whole sales, not pitch, but my whole sales career, my whole thing is getting a relationship with the customer and talking to them and trying to help them and figure out what's wrong. Not like one of those where I don't care. It's not about like the money and get the sale, close the sale because I want to do it's about, hey, these people are coming in with a problem. I want to fix it. And that's kind of where I've always been with that. So it was kind of tough. It was kind of tough. Um, yeah, I couldn't live with myself, man. I can't rip people off. It's terrible. And even then, there was a few times where I was out. I had one foot out the door a few times anyway. So for the layoff happening, it's almost maybe a blessing in disguise because then it automatically approves you for the unemployment. So then maybe I can work on some other stuff, maybe even try to focus on doing something of my own until it gets to a point where I have to start finding something to work. Then I'll, but who knows? Who knows? There because it was getting so bad to where I was just dealing with pissed off customers all the time, not for any reason of my own. Like there was no reason for me to be pissed, anybody to be mad except for the fact that their product was taking too long to get there because our the money wasn't allocated the right way, but I'll just not talk about that shit because like, whatever. It's what it is what it is. It is what it is. So but anyway, so yeah, so that's where Friday night comes back because yeah, I'll be home. I don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to go to work on Saturdays. But yeah, it is crazy. Like I saw a few stories on it that were like quick. I didn't like watch anything in depth crazy, but I know the gist of it. And it's crazy. Like, what the hell, man? Especially like the whole thing with like the cops being part of it. It's just weird shit. But anyway, so I showed when my kid was coming out of school for the last day, I had opened this one in the pickup line, and he was like, "What the hell is that?" He was like, it was sitting on his chair, and he picked it up. He's like, "That looks weird. It looks like Star Wars or something." And so that's when we were watching the movie, and he gets and obviously it's not a spoiler. People know this is in the movie. I was like, "Remember that toy that I was opening up when you're at school? That's it." And he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah." So some of those things, like some of the stuff in the movie, helps kind of make sense of the stuff I collect too. So maybe that'll help him. But he knows. I mean, he knows the characters. He knows the names. He knows who's who. Like I'll quiz him on it a lot of times, and I'll just be like, "Who's this?" Hey, who's this guy? What's his name? So. But I try to keep up with his stuff too, though, like because he likes certain things, and I always try to be involved with what he likes, so that way, like he really liked that Invincible show. Like we watched the whole series, caught up to where until next year, and he loves that. So I picked him up some. I know they're Funkos, but there wasn't really much else to get, so I got him a few of those from the Invincible show, and it's like he was all excited about it. So, let's see. Germans don't cross fingers, they squeeze their thumbs. Okay, therefore thumbs and big toes squeezed that you'll get a new occupation very soon. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I'm all about the Lego story. It's like a crime show at this point. It really is. It's like something that you would, yeah, it really is. Like you get vibes of like with the whole corrupt cops and things, you get vibes of that. What was that show? Yellowstone, when like the cops are pulling people over for no reason just to be dicks and like fight them and stuff or arrest them for no reason because they want to be bullies and shit. And I'm like, it's so weird. It's just crazy. Um, They got a lot of pissed off customers, right? Since I'm used to de-escalation, right? It's well, and that was the other thing. The other guy that worked there, he was always like, he would stress out and he would like just give away stuff for free for pissed off customers. Well, here's a free pillow, or here's a free this, here's a free that. And I'm like, but he wouldn't ever empathize with the customer. He'd always like he would mirror the customer's anger, not with anger, but with tone. So like if someone was mad and they start raising their voice, he would raise his voice, but he would just be saying the words that he wanted to say to try to help, but he didn't know that he was reacting that way. And I'd always tell him, dude, you need to tone it down. You need to de-escalate. You are escalating everything. Because then everybody's calling me and they're like, I don't want to talk to that other guy. He's an idiot, you know? And I'm like, oh God. But for me, I've de-escalated for 10 years when I was at the prison. So when I was working there, that was my job, was de-escalating, right? So watched Invincible 2. Did you like it? I loved that show, man. Like it was pretty gruesome and there's a lot of gory shit. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but like it was such a cool. Well, I was telling Merrick, I was like, think about it. Like it's when you look at the show, even when you look at like the early ones, like with Adam's dad, when you look at Randor, I told him, I said, well, think about it. It's not the exact storyline and it's way different on that end, but look at the premise. He's trying to impress his dad. He wants to be like his dad, but his dad is disappointed in him. And then and then eventually he gets to that point, and it just like, I know things happen differently in Invincible, but you know, I said, it's the tale as old as time, right? It's like it's a similar story with different outcomes and different turns and twists, but you still have that same kind of young kid wants to do good for his dad and all that stuff. So, I have not on any of those. The Night of the Seven Kingdoms. No, is that all streaming stuff or is it theater stuff? Because yeah, the He-Man movie was the first time I've been out to the theaters in a while. The last time it was where did I take Merrick to? Oh, the SpongeBob movie. I took him to that one, where the one with Skeletor as the Flying Dutchman. Mark Hamill was the Flying Dutchman, and he sounded just like Skeletor / Joker. But yeah. Anyway, so, but yeah. So anyway, but as far as everything though, yeah, I if it's on streaming, like I jokingly say, I have a little bit of time on my hands now, I guess, while I'm cleaning up or while I'm, at the end of the night when I'm not doing much. If I'm not trying to see, I still haven't messed with too much of the room since last week. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of my bookshelves that I haven't done yet. And I still haven't put my Thundercats up on my cat's lair. I have all the Thundercats in bags that I need to take all my Motu stuff off the table, because I just kind of have it as a catch-all. I need to take all the Motu stuff that I've been kind of looking to put in certain places, but I need to replace all that with my Thundercat stuff so I can have that done. My Eternia is good. My Snake Mountain's good. Now my hodgepodge of everything. So I have 3 little shelves here, 3 layers of a small bookshelf that I have everything mixed in. And I probably told you guys this 100 times, but I got the Brave Star and a Superman and Wonder Woman, Mega Man, like 5 different Transformers. I got the Street Fighter, the Jada Street Fighters. I got some CT toy Wolverines. I got the Legends of Dragonor down at the bottom. So like Star Wars, mixture of everything, like just all kinds of stuff. Delta 17's even in there. So I have to get that all cleaned up. I do have an influx of Batman figures. I do like Batman, but I don't really have a place for my Batman stuff. Because it would be something where I would just section off Batman by himself, but it just doesn't fit in the room. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do have that little corner of the upstairs where I have like the little Funko corner where I have all the He-Man Funkos that I have left, and I could put another shelf with just Batman, just random Batman shelf, you know. Um, but yeah. So Legends Dragon, yeah, dude. Honestly, like, so I didn't at the beginning, like obviously it wasn't right away, but you know, like a year later, they still had the early bird order on Big Bad Toy Store for the first wave. So I ordered that because it come with the whole, you know, little cutout castle and stuff. But I did get that first wave through the big order, and I was happy with it. Like they're so cool. They're the same thing, pop and swap. It's just like the vintage look, vintage style, vintage articulation. Um, I didn't get any of the newer ones, like with the dragon people. Those are cool, and some of the newer, if you know, whenever I can figure things out and get back on my feet, I wouldn't mind getting some of those newer ones because those are really cool. Um, third pile of shame, and I need shelving in another cabinet. Yeah, no, and that's it, man. Like I'm lucky to have the room and the space. Like, you know, so many people are trying to fill a corner in an apartment or a corner of a basement or, you know, and for me having all this freaking this whole bedroom is I'm pretty lucky to have. Like, granted, could we all use a little extra space? Yes. But also I could probably use a little bit more self-control. That might be better. But I do need to get some of that. I mean, just for the funds part of it, like just for the money part of it, I do need to get my garage cleaned out. At least get a few tubs sold. You know, like I could take that and have like a gigantic, not a gigantic, but I could have a pretty big. So let's just say Alan from Eternia Dreams, he had 100 tubs of toys and then other stuff too. I have at least 50 some tubs in that garage. So it's not like I can have a big corner like he had, but I could have a pretty good if I went to a show or something, I would have a lot to sell. But I just that doesn't make me that doesn't I don't really kind of feel like doing that. So RIP. Yeah, no, I did hear about that earlier today on Facebook, I think. Just to give a if anybody does not know, um he's got quite a filmography right there, right? He's an actor and singer. The Repo Man, I guess. Percy Jackson. Um, let's see, Magic Door, Flying Home. I'm not sure. There's too many that I'm familiar with. Ghost Rider. Um, let's see. What are the big ones? I'm sure a lot of people know. I'm not too familiar, but I've heard a lot of people, you know, paying their respects. So yeah, he just passed away today, right? Um, yeah, sad. I mean, we never, especially artists like that, it kind of, it's not fun. But and then what else is going on? What else is going on? Oh, you know what? I got this from I hadn't gotten anything from Ramen yet. I met Ace at Motuniverse, and you know there was some stuff before that, whatever. I don't know, like, and since then I just kind of like it is what it is. I mean, for what I do, it's not like I take from any individuals or artists or anything, but like a lot of the stuff I customize or a lot of the stuff I was making, it wasn't licensed anyway. So who am I to say anything, right? But that's my excuse. But I did pick up a couple things from him at Motuniverse. I haven't opened it yet, but I got two of these in the glow in the dark. Very good price with no shipping. So I think they were $10. $10 for the stand. So the back end has it. Okay, so it has the little H on the back, and it's all the glow in the dark. What is this little baggie? It's got something in there too. Does that have pegs in it, maybe? Let's see. What is in here? think it is a peg. Let me see. Let me get my scissors. And you guys have these ramen stands? What are they called? The most powerful stand in the universe. And I did see his other stuff too. He had his the Knight Rider. He had the kit vehicle there, and he had his what do you call Bad to the Bone? So his Battle Bone piece that he was doing. So here's your glow in the dark Masters of the Universe stand. Yeah, and that's what was in there. These were just the little pegs for the feet. I guess there's only one hole for it, but oh yeah, and it goes and it stops. Oh, one's taller maybe. Ooh, that's not good. That went all the way down. Let's see, are these the same height? Let's see. No, they're different heights. Okay, I would do the taller one, I think. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Not bad. Those ramen mochi stands are pretty sweet. Didn't realize had glow in the dark ones. Yeah. El Proman Minecraft. Welcome. Hola to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I don't know where this goes. Just go in the middle? No. That's where I would think it would go. I don't know. Unless you magnetize it or something. It has a peg. Okay, so there's got to be another hole here for the other peg. And then to put the H in it. Oh, look. Why don't I read the paper that it came with? The H is to connect. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So the H is to connect the stands. If you, yeah, there you go. So if you have two stands and you want to put them together, the H goes down below, so you can connect the stands side by side. Clever. That's not bad. It's cool to use that, right? I'm gonna put this guy there, huh? Yep, because it goes on the heel. Gee, this guy's a little wobbly though, and I have too much weight going on the front. Obviously, that's not the standard height. There you go. So if you get just a regular figure, I don't know. I thought it was a really good price. And for glow in the dark anything, $10 for glow in the dark anything, I'll take it, right? I didn't really purchase too much there at the convention, but you know, let's see. Let me do this real quick. Let's see. There we go. Can you guys still hear me though? Or is it even playing? Oh yeah. How about this one? This one plays a little bit louder. But that's not bad. So I got two of those. I did have a nice conversation with Hatter, which I had never had a conversation with Hatter before. Like obviously we have a lot of the same friends. We deal with the same kind of circle. But like it was funny because today he made a video on the movie asking like which one was better. And I commented on it. And then right after he started following me on Instagram and commented on one of my posts. But it was like we hadn't really, he didn't really know too much about what I was doing. He's got so many damn things going on, But we did have a really cool conversation, and it was cool. I was telling him I forgot, like I hadn't really, it wasn't I forgot, I just needed room for the spots, but I still have to open all 3 of my Flipboards. Like I have 3 damn Flipboards sitting in the box that I have not opened yet. So I definitely need to do that. I do still have to open from the movie. I still have to open this guy because I got this right before Motuniverse because I saw it at Target. It was because we got our end cap over there. So I did pick this guy up, which I have to open, which is cool. And this is the Origins one, right? So this is for Origins. It's not for the core line. It's actually for Origins. Which is cool, which is good. And, you know, and of course, then that shows the little thing for Tila. We already have the He-Man, and then there's Man-at-Arms, and then your Tila on the back as well. So you go back to the chat here because I was just on the music part. So sorry about that. Big Boss, what's going on? Yeah, you read the destructions before, but I'm just like one of those normal, typical goofball fucking males that say, I can do it without the paper. Scare Glow for the glowing stand. Yeah, I was thinking that, and I was like, well, I mean, wouldn't one drown the other one out? I don't know. Well, I'll play with it and see how much they glow. I haven't really messed with the glow in the dark ones yet. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. What's up, Brandon? How's it going, man? No, not a spoiler. There's a couple people that haven't seen the yet, and I was like, we talk about kind of what we liked and what we, you know, little things, but no specifics. I didn't want to. I did talk about where the morning before I went, I did get all the fun stuff at the end spoiled for me, which sucks because somebody on one of the Facebook groups just posted all 3 pictures from the end credits, you know, and I'm like, dude, really? Like the morning of, I go to the movie at 5:30, and I woke up 10 o'clock or 9 o'clock, and I saw all that shit in the morning. I was like, oh. And then what's funny is that like right after, it wasn't long, they took the post down, but the damage was done. Like if I would have just not opened my phone at that one moment, I would have been okay. Granted, it didn't affect the way my enjoyment of the movie went anyway, but it was all right. Oh, dude, yeah. Honestly, it's like almost to the point where I would just stay away from every social media that you can, and just like, or, you know, because it's just, or whatever you have more master stuff on, because even the ones that they're showing for the movie commercials now have a lot more scenes in there that you're like, oh man, I didn't know that. What's up? Oh, Eric. All right, buddy. Have a good night, man. Have a fantastic evening. Hope you sleep well. Thank you for coming in and hanging out with us, man. I know there's not a huge group in the evening, but I know it's always fun because it's a little more personal, right? Glad that I got the early showing before because I would have been pissed. Yeah, it you know, it irked me, but I'm the type that's not gonna like whatever. I'm not gonna. Same thing with certain things. Like I saw so many people just get so angry that that the movie didn't go the way they wanted, and they were just so mad about it. And I'm like, is your life, are you that like sad with yourself, like that you have to make that changes your entire existence, that you're so pissed off that it didn't work out the way you wanted it? Like, I don't I mean, I loved it, and if it came out and I didn't like it, it was like, it'd be like, well, you know, we tried and they gave it a go. But for some people to actually like rage out, and maybe they're doing it for clicks, maybe they're doing it for, you know, negativity always gives you more views, and that's sad. But that's the way of the world. That's why you get all those rage bait clickers, and they have a lot of following because people like to be angry. But that's where I'm going wrong, man. I'm too laid back. I need to be pissed off. Yeah, this fucking movie. Oh, so mad. God, I needed Who did I need in that movie that pissed me off that I didn't get? I needed Count Marzo. Like, the fact they didn't have Count Marzo in there, I'm so fucking mad. I'm like, oh, so pissed off. Count Marzo. Travis Knight put my most favorite vehicle, the Fright Fighter, into the movie. They made another decent toy out of it. Double win. Yeah, agree. It was actually really, it's a really good looking figure, a good vehicle. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's the core figure, so it's kind of the kid set. So I think it's cool. The fact that, like, I was seeing that they do detach, so you could have them on opposite ends if you want. I mean, it's not a, it's probably that thin plastic, and it's probably not going to give you much. But even the fact that they include the bone throne with it and the stairs, like, that's cool, man. Like, I think it's great. The more the better, right? Just keep pushing it out. And then I know a lot of times people get pissed off and they're talking about like repaints or whatever else, and or articulation, and just, I'm like, I'm not trying to say that, oh, I'll just take whatever I can get. I'm just to the point where I'm like, I'm happy with the fact that the stuff that I liked as a kid, they're still making it, right? Like, it's 2026. Like, that's freaking awesome. I don't know. Give me more Chronicles. Hell yes. That Spikor does. Dude, there were so many cool scenes with Spikor, right? No spoilers included. Just, he was cool. It was cool stuff with Spikor. The way I thought about, have the mindset that the kids' adventure story while playing with their figures. Yeah. It really hit a lot of it checked a lot of the boxes, right? That's kind of where I was going to go with that one. Rick Never Ending Store and Never Ending Toys. I almost said story, right? What's going on? Welcome in. Todd C says, I won't lie, I'm getting those vehicles if they hit clearance. I've been getting them anyway. You know me. I don't know how I won't be able to do that as frivolous as before, but I am excited to open this one. Like, I haven't even seen a review or an unboxing with this one, and I don't really want to until I get it open, but I'm pretty excited about opening this guy up. So maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe that'll be my opener tomorrow. I still need to open this one, and then, like I said, I do want to do some content, even though it's late. I still would like to do some content on the Flipors, and maybe I'll just do one video for all three, because they're all pretty much the same, except just one's glow in the dark, one's regular, and one's faker. I've seen the movie yesterday. Me too, buddy. Hell yeah, it was good. And you're going again today. Absolutely. That's the way to do it, right? Like they say, go as many times as you can, because we need to promote. I mean, not that one person can make a difference, but as long as if all of us get that extra ticket, then you know what, it makes a difference. Because the fandom, like they say, it started strong and it was kind of a good thing, but then it started to slip in the whole Rotten Tomato thing, and it's down to whatever 68% from a 75%. So hopefully, my fingers are crossed, or my thumb is pressed for this to do well. So I don't think that Gray School Snake Mountain set is for me, but kids, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. What's up, buddy? Let me know. I will have an answer, whether or not it's correct, or if it's a good answer, I'll still give you whatever I got. But yeah, no, that definitely is. Well, I got that CGI Gray Skull, and that was a kid's toy, and I thought that was freaking awesome, man. Like, it opened up, it had sounds, it had light, it was just freaking cool, right? Screw the critics, I stopped paying attention. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. And for me, the way I went into it was, I mean, dude, I was so excited. Like, I had been waiting, I had gotten to, like, maybe if I would have been able to get there a little earlier to Motooniverse, who knows if there would have been an extra ticket for me to be able to go to that premiere with them, But I got there, 2 days after they went. So for me, I'd been hearing about it, like, not, but since we were at Motooniverse. And finally getting to see it. Like the hype had been just built up so much, and I was like, all right, finally. And I told my son, I was like, all right, we're gonna go early. I did get a bucket. I just got one of the tins, the $15 ones. I didn't get any of the other ones, like $50. I just can't do it now. I mean, I'm going in a little smarter, thinking I shouldn't be doing that. So it is what it is. Just money doesn't you gotta buy food and stuff, and I'm not making the money that I made. So I didn't get any of that stuff, but I did get the popcorn bucket, the tin, and it's the one with the real life pictures, has the live action pictures, not the cartoon pictures. That's all they had. And then they did not have the cup that was supposed to come with the pack. So I just had to get a regular cup. But I got these cups from the con, so I'm happy. Even though they're little. These are little ones. I think Man-Child reviewed that Bright Vehicle. Okay. Well, I still don't want to watch it yet. I want to do it myself first, and then I'll watch. I usually don't watch any reviews before I do my own. So if I know if something's coming or if I have something on order, I don't want to watch anybody's reviews until after, because I don't, like I said, I'd rather do a clean opening and whatever on my own. Not that I do anything in depth anyway, but I like that part. I do like the fact that there's like, when I found out that Beastman, that one before, was articulated jaw, I was like, oh my God, like little stupid shit like that make it better, right? So if I would have watched somebody's review on that one, maybe I wouldn't have been as excited for it. But I don't know if you guys saw my short earlier, but I did get this guy in. So my completion of the Masterverse is still on track. I'm still good to go, caught up on Masterverse. So I did get that one, and I already got the Merman and the Man-at-Arms. I heard, and I did see somebody had posted that the Man-at-Arms is already showing up at freaking Ross. Like, people couldn't even find that one. Like, I never saw him in the wild. I saw Merman in the wild, but I never saw Man-at-Arms in the wild. And for him to start popping up in the damn and Ross, like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. See, speaking of Fake Or, got Ray of the Glow in the Dark one. Unfortunately, never ordered soon enough to get the Flip Or finger. Oh, so she still doesn't. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. Especially because, especially with the Glow in the Dark. I did order all three right at the same time, so I have the middle fingers on all of them. New Grayskull Snake Mountain sets announced. So, Sonny, there is and it's the core figure, so it's for the kids. But it's the movie line, and it's a Castle Grayskull and a Snake Mountain connected in the middle. So it opens up, and you have Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain on the other side, but you can detach it, and it does come with some extras. And I think it comes with almost like a disco colored Skeletor, like the black and gold. So yeah, that's it. It's nothing crazy. It is for the kids line. Have you thought about the question I asked on the clock app? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Did I pass that up and not look at it? Let's see. Let's take a look at the clock app real quick. Oh yeah. No, I have seen it. I haven't been on Cults to download it, but yes, I have seen that, and I'm gonna print that one. Like those prop stuff, like from the movie and all that, like it's like my favorite thing that I've printed, one of my favorite things that I've ever printed, is the throne for the 87 movie that I have, Skeletor's chair, right? So that one, and then the sword holder, those are probably a couple of my favorite things that I printed for that. So yes, I'm absolutely gonna print that for sure. Yeah, it's if that's the question. There you go. Yep, that's exactly it. Spurs on the sword. That was it. Besides the movie tickets. Okay. Yeah, and that sword is pretty cool. And a lot of people are still looking for it because they were like exclusive to certain places, right? I'm not sure if it's on the creation website. I don't think it has it. I don't think it's for sale yet. I think it's just been maybe though. You guys will let me know, right? Mattel Creations. Let's take a look and see. If it is, I'll just put it up here. I don't know if it's on there though. See brands, Masters of the Universe, Shop All. I don't think it's available yet. Like I think they just kind of did the sneak peek. Yeah, it's not on the page yet, I don't think. That's weird. Let's see. Motu Core Castle Grayskull playset. Okay, let's find it. Yeah, it was just a couple of leaks or sneak peeks on them. Well, this is something here. Let's visit this page. This one is Toy News International. Let me open it up real quick for you. You guys are probably already seeing it. Share the screen. So there it is. There's not much to it, but there's the box. So it has Castle Grayskull, and then it's got Snake Mountain. Let's see if it has a front look to it or not. Or just people talking about it. Nope, just people talking. So let's see. Let me see if it. Oh yeah, there we go. Look. So now it's got the Bone Throne. It's got the stairs. It's got Snake Mountain on one side, Grayskull on the other. Let me turn the page. And it does come with that Skeletor. Let me see if I can make that bigger. I wish I could make it bigger. I don't know how to do that yet. I know there's ways to do that, but anyway, so that's that one. And then let me move it over. So yeah, that shows that you can detach it. That's got the little elevator there. There's the front. It's got the little red moss there that it's got. Well, that's cool. It's got a little zip line for trap jaw. But it's for kids. It's a cool little thing for kids. That's it. Like you can have it connected or you can detach it. So nothing crazy, but not bad. Let me put myself back up here. Okay. What's up, Spencer? Saw the movie tonight for the third time. I really liked it. Lots of Easter eggs. I'm considering going one more time. The buckets and cups look really cool, but they're expensive. Yeah, they are. I agree, buddy. They are pretty crazy. Like I said, I could have gotten the Grayskull one that had the cup and then the popcorn in the middle and all that, the bigger Grayskull one. Not a lot of detail to it, right? You'd have to do a lot of touching up, but for $45, I was like, dude, I can't. Like I got the 2 tickets and just getting the popcorn itself, like even with the bucket, it was $15 to get the bucket with popcorn. And then it was what, 30, I think between my son and I, we spent $37 on just like he got Sour Patch Kids or some shit. So, and then we both got a drink and popcorn. So that's the crazy part. Like I couldn't add another $44 onto the $37 that I just spent after buying the tickets, especially where I'm at. Just financially, I can't do it right now. Yeah, it's just on the it's they actually have product pictures though. That's kind of cool. It's like the Vintage Master vs. Beast fan, but I'm waiting for the Chronicles one because probably look great. Oh yeah, I guarantee you it will be. It's gonna be so good. And honestly, like now, granted, if we're gonna get like a regular Beastman for Chronicles, we probably will, right? Eventually, they'll probably just start to redo everything in Chronicles. But the movie Beastman is so good. Like, I mean, I know the colors are different and stuff, but man, that guy, I love the character on the movie. Like, it's so cool. What's up, Cammy? Welcome in. Welcome in all the way from down under. So it's what? Late afternoon there, huh? Because it's midnight my time, so it's probably what, 4 or 5 o'clock. Oh, the canisters. Okay, let's check the canisters. That's what I didn't see. Let me go back. Oh, the canisters for the slime. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I will look around for those. I bet you because of the crazy thing is with 3D printing, a lot of this stuff just comes from supply and demand, right? So if there is nothing out there and people want it, then someone's going to create it. Like I could probably make something that would work, but I bet you somebody's going to have something that might have like a etching of the slime, like something with the horde on it or something. Or maybe I could make something like that. I could probably do like a canister with the horde symbol on it or some shit. That would be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. I will definitely look into it. I haven't really looked into anything on 3D printing. I had to finish. I'm still I had to tie up some loose ends on the home arcade stuff that I was doing. Something printed out. It was supposed to be mirrored and I didn't mirror it, so I had to redo about 10 pieces for him on the cuffs. So but yeah, let's see. Print related question. If there's a site you can go to find character heads, I want to get the Deadpool blade, but it's first movie head blade. Yeah, I mean, if you can't find it on Cults 3D is a good one. CG Trader's another one. Those are your main. There's like 3 or 4 other ones that you can go to. The one that's kind of funny is that someone in one of the groups had, and it's almost like a Napster thing. Somebody had, what was it? A Telegram, and it was like it was all 3D print stuff. So it's people sharing 3D print files for free. So, and I did see a lot of different head sculpts on there that were like a lot of different ones, Marvel, DC, Masters Universe. There's a lot of different kits and stuff, but granted, obviously it's not in the realm of doing things the right way, but some of that stuff that normally costs $40-50 for a file, people are sharing it and stuff. So some of that stuff's kind of outrageous, but I'll go in there every now and then and look around to see if I can find any head sculpts and stuff like that. But that's another place. But yeah, CG Trader and Cults 3D are the 2 places I always go to. Can't wait to see them over again, maybe this Tuesday. All right. Yeah, it's such a good movie, right? Such a good movie. Might have to grab more core figures for it. Yeah, and I did. I mean, because they're so inexpensive. I mean, any time I've seen a core figure, I've got it. So I have Skeletor, Beastman, the Gold Skeletor, Man at Arms, He-Man, Goatman. That one came in the 4-pack, and then Tila and Mechanic. So that's what I have. And I have 2 different Skeletors because one had the soft goods that came in the 4-pack, and then one had the plastic. Well, one of them's one. I don't know which one was which, but one has a plastic cape, one has a soft goods cape. But yeah, right. You're not a He-Man fan, huh? Okay. I kind of figured you wouldn't. I need this play set, has fun accessories, and I think it'll make a cool piece for Origins movie figures. I agree. And I think it's one of those to where it's a fun piece. And just like I said, a lot of people looked at that CGI Castle Grayskull and passed on it. And I think it's one of the coolest Castle Grayskulls that's out there. Not lying. Like it's the way it is. Yeah, definitely. Disco Skeletor. You got to do it. Huge sucker for play sets. Absolutely agree. Me too. I'm a huge sucker for not having any damn space in my damn room. So I need to chill out. Like even the one when I said, ooh, they didn't make a Crystal Castle, I'm gonna go vintage. So this one had a lot of everything. The only thing that was missing is that second door in the middle. So it has one door but it doesn't have the other one. But yes, absolutely. And even the ones that like I printed, like I did the this one here, I did my own Fright Zone or Slime Pit. I did my own Slime Pit in like 140% scale, so it fits Masterverse really well. And then of course that's the Mantisaur in the comic version, where it's comic version or cartoon version. And of course there's the ultimate playset right here, right? But definitely I'm also, and I have of course Cat's Lair on the other side. Whew, that Cat's Lair is crazy. Pretty awesome to see Mattel go, yes, I agree. Tricks are for kids and the core Grayskull Snake Mountain sets are for adults. Hey, I'm not going to argue with you. Like I said, I have a bunch of the core line stuff already, so I'm good. I'm down for it. I'm not going to say no. My big thing is, okay, I have to start to now be a little bit more, I have to kind of pick and choose. I can't just buy everything anymore because obviously the funds again. I'm in the same exact place I was at the end of the summer before, no, actually it was about a year ago. So about a year ago, I was in the same spot where I was like, oh shit, I cannot just buy everything like I used to because the funds aren't there. Because I mean, even getting unemployment, it's not going to be nearly enough to survive and buy toys. So I just have to be an adult for a little while. What up, Chad? What up, dude? Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in. Late night Friday night. Ain't got to work, ain't got a job, ain't got shit to do. So I go live. 2 p.m. in Australia. Oh, 5 p.m. in the East Coast. The clips you sent me. Oh, yeah. Dude, right? What the hell, man? Like crazy. I saw, and it was all by accident that I saw it. So whatever. It's crazy, though. Okay. An image that worked on the clock. Okay, cool, man. Cool. Or yeah, whichever one. I got both, and I check them. I don't check them like every 5 minutes, but I will check it for sure. Especially if I know you're sending me something. The movie Beast Man pre-ordered. Oh, see, Sonny, you got a champagne taste with your collectible, especially with all the Mondo shit you got. So I did you see that are you getting the 1/12 Mondo, Sonny? Because that Tila got teased today. Like I saw just a little outline, has her hair, whatever. So the Tila's coming probably in the next week, I would imagine, right? And finally, again, like I said, they finally started sending these out. I know people just got their clawful, but here's the 1/12 Mondo He-Man 2000X. It's a great figure. I'm super excited about it. Whoa, what up, dude? Matt LE 4, appreciate it, brother. Saw you at Motuniverse, but didn't. Oh, dude. Yes, as soon as I finish, you shut up, man. Next year, you better come say hi. Damn it, you better come say hi. And thank you for the super chat. Let me throw you a little bit. You know what? Let's do the little Ninja Gaiden real quick, okay? Hold on. That's the longest thank you for a super chat ever, right? But it's supposed to arrive Monday. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, so that was my big thing was the and Chad, check this out, dude. Watch this. This was my I don't think I showed you this one. Oh. So Eternia Dreams had some of the 2000X cartoon collection, and I did pick up the Roboto, and Mike Young was there, and I had this fucking badass conversation with Mike Young. He's like such a down-to-earth, just laid-back dude. He's a British guy, you know. But he put two Kenny, let's say, You Have the Power, Mike Young, He-Man, X2000. Because I even told him when he walked in, and he was getting his credentials, because I was working the front. I was working, doing I was helping out, especially when they first started. Everybody was getting their tickets and stuff, so I was working the front desk. And Mike Young was coming through, and I was like, and they were saying something about, and I was like, best cartoon. And I said, Mike, best cartoon ever. I don't care who says anything. Best cartoon ever is 2000X He-Man. And he's like, oh, I paid him to say that, you know, and he was laughing about it and stuff, but it was so cool that he was just a down-to-earth dude, and he's all about trying to entertain the kids. He's got a bunch of kids shows and stuff that he does. And the fact that I walked over to him, and he goes, oh, there's a guy, he's on my payroll, you know, and we were talking, and then the other guy, Rob, I don't remember his last name, but he's also one of the guys from the show. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, and then we start talking about it too, and he's like, well, what's your favorite? And I'm like, ooh, that's tough. Like, you gotta ask me what my favorite 2000X episode is. Holy cow. So we kind of started talking. I was telling him, like, the Evil Seed is one of my favorites. The one with Evil Seed and Moss Man. That one is great. The Too Bad episode is so good, and it's funny because every time I saw him later, I'd bring up another episode. Hey, but the Stinkor episode, and they're like, "Oh, that was a good one," with Oedipus. But he goes, "What about the Origins one? What about the beginning?" And I said, "Dude, you tied all the loose ends off. Like, we didn't know. We needed to know why some of these figures. I mean, why they're there." And he's like, "We just made that shit up too." He's like, "We just made it up, and it worked." And I'm like, "Dude, it worked great." Like the whole Randor and Keldor thing. Like, it's cool. Like, it made sense and it fit. Like, regardless if people want to like it or not, and canon and the demon and all that stuff. Like, I loved the 2000X story, and then they get on the panel, and there was the 2000X panel with those two guys that I was talking to for like 25 minutes. And a lot of people asked, the people could ask questions and stuff. And the big question was, the first one was about Fisto being Tila's dad, and Fisto and the sorceress, in that one episode when they have that warrior that was healing, and he said they changed it down after a while. They only went to 21-minute episodes. He goes, if we would have had 24 or 26-minute episodes, absolutely would have dove into it. And yes, we would have put out there that Fisto was Tila's dad. So that was cool, like that, because there's that one episode where where Fisto and Man at Arms are fighting with each other and arguing about stuff, and then the other one, well, just about the Horde and doing a third season, like how freaking how much it would have been great to continue that line, or that cartoon. So anyway, so that was my whole 2000X thing at Motooniverse. I was so pumped. It was just so cool. Already got my 112 He-Man Clawfuls in the mail. Okay. I've been trying to vintage Crystal Castle in my area, but still too pricey. And I actually, what's crazy is it's been a couple years, but I got it on, and it's before all the hype got too crazy, but I did get it on eBay. And I think I paid $90. And it has the bed, and it has the dresser. It has all the girly stuff that came with it. I say girly stuff, but I mean, as boys when growing up, we didn't want a bed with a sheer stuff over it, get shit for that, right? But it's true. Like, come on. But it has all that stuff with it. I didn't put it in there, of course. I just had the only thing that's missing from the actual piece is just that one door, and the flags were kind of jacked on the top, but I like having that She-Ra element on top, to have She-Ra and Hordak in the Fright Zone. So like the other corner, actually no, it's this corner. So this has the Fright Zone. You can't really tell because it's kind of jumbled up, but that's the Fright Zone. There's the puppet from the what was that convention, Toyplosion, and then I have the actual figure that came with it. So let's see, supposed to ride Monday, best Roboto ever. It is a good Roboto. Hell yeah, dude. Even without the signature, but man, I wish Mike Young would sign one of my Keldors. Yeah, you're right. You got some time, man. Get that ticket, fly out to California next year, because we know it's coming. We know we're gonna have a Motooniverse, so come on out. For some reason, Instagram rounded the corner, so I sent him the clock app. Okay, cool, right on. That'll work. Yeah, it is for me too. Like, I love that one, Mike Young, Snake Man. Oh, right. Oh, it was the Snake Man on that, like that. This King Hiss Classics, which is from the cartoon. It's just so good. It's so much better than the one you get from the vintage line, right? He looks so much more controlling. He's like, you could tell he's the guy in charge. But all of those Snake Men, like, it's just so good. And then I love what he did with Stinkor. The fact that he was just like this little fucking turd, little asshole that was he was evil, but he was just a little shit. And then when he got, he went through all that and he got the stink and he got big, he was something to be reckoned with, right? There was a couple episodes where he was just taking over. One for sure that he was killing it. I like the movie. They intentionally did not virtue signal Tila having a black dad. They just left it. Yes, right. And that's a thing for me. Like, everybody, if you know the lore, even if you don't know the lore, for us, the ones that do, we know she was adopted. Like we know that even the Tom Selleck Man at Arms, that's not her real dad. It shows he adopted her. He found her in a freaking a nest, and he got her out of the nest and said he would raise her. Like, if you know that part of it doesn't matter, and it makes sense. But it was cool. It was different to see that element to it. I mean, even if you watch like the Revolution, where Man at Arms gets exiled and he goes through it, and he's still kind of keeping up, but he's just kind of undercover and he's just trying to still help people. This was a different element, and it's cool. It's just it was cool to see. It was different and it worked, right? And that was the cool part. Can't wait till tomorrow. Take the wife and kids to see it, dude. I'm so happy about that. Like, I am so happy that, like, for me, that I got to take my kid and he was pumped about it. Like, he was like, Dad, this was a great movie. I didn't think I was gonna like it like I did. And for me, that's everything. Like, maybe, I mean, it's funny because he already has some of his friends that like, and it's goofy and it's on TikTok, but there's this kid named Bentley and there's his other friend named Austin, that they're like, your dad's goated, man. Your dad's got aura. He's cool because he does like toy reviews and stuff. Like, so that part of it's cool to where I'm already kind of like, almost kind of like, I'm unk, but I'm kind of cool unk because I do this stuff. So his friends think I'm cool. So that helps, that he likes that. Right. So, but that's what I told him. I said, are they being sarcastic when they say stuff like that? He goes, no, they say you have aura. I'm like, whatever that means, but you know how those kids are. Easier said than done. I'd love to. I know. No, I get it, dude. You work all the time. You have weird hours, I'm sure, or you have a whole different. And I think it wasn't weird hours. It was weird hours to us because you're on the opposite end of the earth. But that I could imagine, dude. I could imagine it's expensive as fuck. But it would be nice, dude. It would be nice if you could, man. It would be nice. The first one, Brandon, somebody mentioned it, and Mike loved that. So I think it's going to be the first one. I think it's going to be Mo 2, and maybe the 2 will be bigger, like bigger in the font, where it's Mo 2. Because you know how him and I mean, he's the one that came up with Motooniverse. That was his favorite part of it. A lot of people didn't like it, but they stuck with it. Mike's like, nope, this is what I want to call it. But like even our show on Tuesday, Mo Tuesday Night Live, like it's just goofy, but it's like he likes to do the play on words, or to the combination, not play on words, but the combination of stuff. So I think the 2 going in the middle is going to be what we're going to do. I think. I mean, we have to look at the designs and stuff, and it's not my decision. And I'm not like, I say we, but Mike's going to do. I feel like I'm a part of it just because I tried to help and try to be involved and stuff. But yeah, no, I get it for sure. Yeah, California too. Exactly. I want to watch it early, but I want to experience it with the family. That, dude. Bravo. The fact that you sacrificed your own urge to watch it early because you want to take your family. Hats off to you, brother. Hats off to you, man. That's the way to go. Good on you. Yep. I had an early screening pass and the wife said, go for it. We're going together tomorrow for date night. That's cool. So, hey, and guys, if you don't know, that's a Joe guy, and we got a Joe guy coming for his he's going to have more views on it than I did. He watched it before me, and I'm a crazy Motu guy. So that says something, but I know Chad always respected it. Like, we've had conversations about it, and he's always been like, hey, you know what? That's not what I'm into. That never was. I was always into the military lines and the G.I. Joe and the 3/4. Like, that was his thing, but the respect of it's there. And he knows, that's the thing about with Chad, like, what with Hasbro, what they're doing and what they're putting out, and you see what Mattel's doing, and the fact that they have their ear to the pavement, and we're talking about what we want and what we like. And the biggest thing for me was the snake layer. Like, a lot of people, granted, it did bring out the crybaby in a lot of people. Like, I didn't cry about it, but I was like, it is weird compared to what they told us we were going to get. But the fact that they're like, well, we're not even going to do this because it's not going to back. Let's be smart about it. Let's pull it back. And a year later, they came out with exactly what they told us they were going to come out with. Granted, it wasn't as big, but it probably was a little less expensive. Maybe not. But they're doing what we want them to do, and that's great. Like, I love the fact that they're listening to us as fans, or at least they make it seem like it. You know, like even that repaint, like I sent Chad a picture of it because there were such bad repaints going out there. But then they come up with this one, and I'm like, this is such a great repaint. Like the fact that Extendar is, you know, obviously they're doing the vintage look, they're doing the line to cover all the vintage characters, but to come out with a evil version of Extendar and make this guy, but like the head sculpt totally different, like to make him evil, the evil horde, they put the horde symbol on the front, but everything else is the same. Like this is exactly what he does, right? So the fact that I love even some of the repaints that they're doing. That 4-pack did hit before I realized I couldn't cancel it. I do have that 4-pack coming, but Mr. Home Arcade already posted a video on it, or pictures on it at least. A lot of it's, there are different parts to those. There are a lot of the same, and you can see what it is, what they did, but those 4-packs are always, for me, it's like a bridge to the gap of making money to make more stuff. Yes, there's a lot of repaints, a lot of double use parts, but that's what Motu's always been about, right? Like, fuck, the vintage wave, every evil character had the same, you know, except for like Trapjaw and Roboto always had the short legs. You know, they had the same, and then Beastman and Zodak had the hairy cut chest, you know, and He-Man and like, you know, Man-at-Arms and all had the same, and then Merman, Skeletor, they all had the same with the little thing coming out the arm. So they've been doing it forever, but the fact that they are doing it right and they're giving us these figures, like, I love that, dude. I love it. Jealous with Mattel, respect Motu while Hasbro mistreats Joe. This was the best 80s boy. I agree. It was a good one. I unboxed my expander last night. My boyfriend had ordered him for me, and I was shocked to find the She-Ra Barbie there too. Oh, cool. So that's cool. That's really cool. And that one, the She-Ra Barbie, they really did great with, right? Like it was a lot of vac metal stuff, right? That just really shined. It was a good looking figure for sure. Or doll, I guess. A few great new head sculpts in that set. Yes. See, mine's on the way too. I got that. I guess that one and the slime pit are coming. So I did get hit with that before I realized. So that is, I mean, it is what it is. Or not the fright pit. I'm sorry, they changed the name to the fright pit. But I really liked it. And even the skeleton body, like all of it looks great. The Beastman, you could tell, yes, that's the old Mossman head and, you know, whatever else. But they're doing things right. They're using armor, that they're doing the right colors on them. I like the way that they put it together. The Merman guy is cool looking, totally different. The Stratos, what is it? I don't know why I always say the Dreenids and then it gets stuck in my head. I know that's Buzz Off. But somebody give me the Stratos people. Damn it. What are their names? I always forget the Stratos people's names. Come on. What is it? The Avions. I didn't look. Avions. So the Avion figure guy is different because he's got the skin color face and the glasses and stuff. But dude, it's cool. It has some personality to it. So I'm not mad at that one. I wasn't mad at this one either. The Battle for Eternia set. That was not bad either. And I know what parts these are. The head is different, but I know the Beastman from the Lords of Power and, you know, like the 2000X Skeletor bottom here. But I don't know. It's different. It's still a different character and it's cool. Like it's different. But I didn't mind that set either. A lot of people were pissed about that one. The only one that I thought was kind of lame was the Snake Men one. Like, it was okay, but man, the repaint color, maybe it was just because the repaints weren't really, I didn't like the colors of the repaints. The blue one was cool. The blue one was okay. That pink one, the red one was weird, just the way that they segmented the colors off. I don't know, but otherwise, whatever. I'm happy. I need a spoiler. Is Karg like 6 foot in the movie? Honestly, there was so much shit going where they were moving so fast and moving around like that. I don't know if I even saw how tall he was, because it was just like running around and there was all action when he got in there. When they showed Karg, it was crazy. Just like he wasn't just hanging out, walking around. Like he was like, boom, he gets in there and it's action. So I don't even think I could spoil it if I wanted to. I might pick a set with my summer bonus. There you go. It's a good looking set. It really is. I was bummed for missing her last year. Yeah, the 40th, the same year as me. Oh, that's cool. Yay, that's cool. Yeah, got the same year as Shira. Changed it to Fright Pit because my ex's new wife trademarked Slime Pit as the name of her OnlyFans account. Oh, Allison, I love it. I love it. Donnie Blue, what's up, brother? Hey, I was showing off the figure that you got for $10, but mine's signed, so mine's worth $10.25. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man. Oh, IMAX. See, and we have an IMAX in Colorado Springs, so maybe if I could figure a way, and if they have it playing over there, I would like to see it in IMAX. How was it, dude? Mike was saying he saw it in that other X4 or something or other, and it like shakes your seat. Like he said, it's like a ride. I'm like, dude, that's freaking crazy. How cool is that? Yes, Avions, you guys are right. Yep. Look, here they come. I caught it just in time. But thank you guys. Thank you. I have 2 of that set. I still haven't opened. Oh, there you go. It's a good looking set. The Snake Man set would have been better if they hadn't doubled the Cobra Khan body. True. 40X. Thank you, Big Boss. Yes. Such a cool thing. Like Mike was like, dude, it was like a ride. It was like seriously like a ride. Yeah. And I mean, the He-Man, even like the He-Man that came with it, I thought it was cool that they added the black to it, and it was a little different in the colors with the black and green, but like there wasn't enough of a change to justify, like, I don't know, you guys, you know what I'm talking about. So I think they did better on all the other repaint sets than the Snake Man set. It was kind of meh for me. Some parts of the Snake Guy looked disproportionate. Yep. It did. And I think there were just a few things that I looked at. I'm like, it just doesn't look right. It's something. Oh shit. See, I had a little toy Valanche, a little mini one. I have Triclops and Skeletor on my Chronicles fell. I don't think you can see it, but it's over this side. Yeah, it's off screen. But hey man, it's okay, guys. Sometimes they fall. Oh, I'm gonna get my glasses on. I can't read because I can't see. Cinnamon North Tasmania, where I saw, is pretty small, and there were only about 15 people in the first session. Yeah, and like I was a little not nervous, but I was a little like, but I'm in a weird city too, though. Pueblo's a weird city. It wasn't crazy packed on mine either. It was, but our seats are the big cushion seats with the recliner and the heating element on the back end of it, and like there's a lot of room between seats. But I think it was maybe halfway. I think it was halfway full, and mine was on the early Thursday afternoon screening. So I mean, you think about it, Thursday at 5:30, a lot of people aren't going at 5:30. Maybe the later one that it was at 8 probably was a lot more packed, just because people were off of work. Still good on that bravado. When I asked for the closed caption device, the guy was like, "Oh shit, they haven't been recharged yet." Sorry. Oh my god, really? That's bullshit. That sucks. That really sucks. I'm arguing with Motu movie haters on Facebook. Yeah, that's cool. That's funny. Like a gold class cinema. Yeah, it's cool. Well, and they have alcohol and everything. Like they give you, like, if you want to order drinks, you can order a beer. And it's just, of course you go, yeah, because I mean you walk through the doors and there's another thing on the end that says no alcohol past this point, obviously when you're walking out the door. But yeah, you can order everything online and they'll serve it to you. They'll bring it to you if you want. For me, it was like I got a little nervous because we didn't get to watch any of the other previews because the line was taking a little too long because there was a big line for the popcorn and stuff. So, but we got in probably about maybe 5 minutes before the movie started, so it worked out good. What's up, Eldor? Speaking of the new movie, how's Eternia doing? Did they rebuilt it pretty good there, right? Since you're living over there, you gotta let us know about how Eternia looks. Midday, yeah, and that's it. That's same thing for me. 5:30 still kind of like before everybody's off of work, and if they were getting off early, maybe they could have went. But I think IMAX was good for the XP, but I will watch on regular theater just to look for Easter eggs. Yeah, and see for me, I got my first one, but I also have a drive-in in my town, so in my city. So I really do want to go see it at the drive-in, also just for the ambiance, right? Just for the atmosphere. That'll be cool. I also got the tin box tumbler and the bone throne staircase. Nice. So I did not. So I don't know if you probably, I don't know if you were in here last time, but yeah, I got laid off, so my money is not going to be as flowing as it was. So I got the tin for $15, just the regular popcorn tin with the live action people on it, and that's it. I didn't get anything else. They had the Castle Grayskull, the big Castle Grayskull for $45, and I'm like, I can't do that. It's ridiculous. So, good. I'm glad, man. That's good. Absolutely. Yeah, right. Like how many times I've heard that just because they're like, dude, you still have a drive-in? And it's like, yeah, dude, they have 3 screens out there in the county, and they got the, all the good high-end equipment. So they're shooting up the pictures really nice. They start the movies about like 8:30, 9 o'clock when it gets just right after dusk. And, you turn your radio station to the right, and you play it in your car. You get the sound in your car. Like, how cool is that, right? Thanks, brother. Yeah, it's just the economy, and it's retail, and they just couldn't afford it anymore. So they had to lay a bunch of people off. This is the way it goes. I was in there, collateral damage, but thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a surprise to me too. It was the first day back after Motuniverse too. So I spent all that money on the convention, the flight, the motel, all that shit. And then I come home and they're like, yeah, we're going to let you go. I'm like, dude, I just spent all that money. Why would you give me at least a month and then let me go? Right. But that's okay. They had the big Battle Cat popcorn bucket at ours, but I ended up just getting the skeleton tin bucket. Yeah. Doing the sexy pose. That's cool. That's cool. And that Battle Cat is cool. It's just like, it's so big and there's no articulation to it. Right. It's just like a plastic hollow piece. And you know what? I'm really extremely happy with my Chronicles Battle Cat from the movie. I'm good. And I have the other one and I think I showed it off, but if anybody hadn't seen it yet, I got this one too that does this. Yeah. That's a cool one too for the kids line, the core line. So Yes, sir. I agree. Just got to stay positive, man. Like I told the guy when he was letting me go, he was all sad about it, and he was kind of like in a nervous, shaky thing. And I said, dude, don't stress, bro. I understand. Like the economy, people are spending. When you're spending so much on gas and food and everything else and surviving, you can't just have a luxury of going and spending $1,000 on a new mattress. Like that just doesn't happen like that. So I was just like, hey, you know what? I was cool that he gave me the paperwork saying it was a layoff and that, apply for unemployment right away. That way you can still kind of bridge the gap before you find a job. So at least I'll have something coming in. But that part of it was good that they treated me that way. They didn't just be stupid about it. So that's okay. It is what it is, man. Had an accident and the insurance declared it a total. Oh shit. Really? Well, how are you? All right? Like, man, obviously you're going to movies and stuff, but are you okay? That sucks, dude. So you had to get a new car. So that's the other thing. When I was with my ex, she got hit by a girl. Girl was texting or was on her phone, and she ran a stop sign and just nailed the side, like T-boned my ex. And thankfully, my son was with me, so she didn't have him in the car because he was a baby at the time. And they called it a total loss. And that sucked for us because the car was a good car. We had it 3/4 of the way paid off. And then you had to just start over. And you don't get enough to put the down payment and get the new tags and get the new, everything changes and it puts you in a fucked up spot. So even if it's not your fault, even if the other person has insurance, that's a drag. That was such a shitty situation to start over like that when it was almost done, and then you just start over with payments again. And you're like, son of a bitch. The only thing I splurged on was a movie was sipper sword, especially after spending the tickets and snacks. I'm with you. I'm all right. Fell asleep behind the wheel. Oh no. Damn. Well, I'm glad you're okay, dude. That sucks, man. I'm glad you're good though, man. Because working at the prison. When I worked at the prison and I was working in Lyman, which is a 2-hour drive from where I'm at, I ended up just renting a little studio. Like they had a strip motel. A guy was renting out each room for $300 a month, and it was just a 1-bedroom with a twin bed, a shower, shitter, a desk, and a countertop with a little refrigerator. And it was $300 a month. But for me, I had to do that because there's no way I'm going to work an 8 to 10 hour to 12-hour shift at the prison, then drive 2 hours home, and then 2 hours in the morning to come. Like, there's no way. So during the week, I would stay there because there were a lot of people that were falling asleep on the way home after a long shift and crashing. And there were some people that didn't make it. So I'm glad you're good, dude, because that's a scary thing. My boyfriend was driving into town yesterday and his tire started shredding off. Oh no, thankfully he had a tape, so he patched it up and drove. Oh my gosh. Yeah, shit. And that's like so random. The movie got me in good spirits. Also Moto Universe, where I met my tribe. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, no. And that same thing for me. Like, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna let this whole shit get me down with being dropped, is because like I just had that experience in California, and then the movie and all this shit all at the same time. Yes, it's a struggle, but obviously I'm not going to take it personally and say, oh, what's wrong with me? I got laid off. No, I understand what happened. I was low man on the totem pole. The guy ahead of me was the one that they cut his hours in half, but he kept his job. But for me, it's almost like, well, if I was going to get my hours cut in half, I might as well get laid off and get half what I was getting from unemployment and be able to try to supplement my money with whether I do YouTube and do the blind boxes and try to make money with super chats, or just sell some of the extras I have in the garage. Like I said, I have about 50 totes in the garage full of unopened toys that I can sell. So I can, or just 3D printing stuff and painting it and selling it. Like, I mean, honestly, if I could get somebody local that wants to buy this Crystal Castle, I'll sell that shit, man. I mean, it's the same one that we had at Motuniverse, but it's bigger and it's made of resin, so it's a lot heavier, but it's a lot more delicate too. So it's the one thing that's kind of like, I couldn't ship it to anyone. They would have to pick it up. Like, there's no way I could ship it. But, you know, and I had already, like, it's cool and it was a lot of work, but you know, if I got the right person, I'd sell that shit. That Motu soundtrack, yes. Oh my gosh, that seriously, yeah, that's true. Get you all pumped up, right? That's freaking true. Out of the other songs I had, yep, that is cool. That is cool. That would get you super pumped, right? So, but yeah, it's cool. Like I was super, like I was stoked after, like I was happy that my kid was just like, Dad, that was so good. Like he was excited, and it was cool because he was excited to talk to his mom about it and tell her. And of course, she's a year younger than me, so she knows all about it. She wasn't obviously like a huge cartoon like Motu, but she knows about it. And plus she knew about it from me, and she knows about it from just me talking about it all the time. But like, it was cool that he was super excited to talk to her about it and be like, Mom, it was so good. Like, I can't believe how good it was. I didn't expect it to be such a, I think what he said blockbuster, but he's like, just the special effects and all that. He goes, I didn't expect him to be so good. He goes, you know, I thought because the advertising, he's like, that's the thing. He goes, because all I saw, and it was like the stuff with the what's going on when they're like goofing off and making fun of the show. So he's like, I didn't expect it to be that good. I thought it was going to be like a Temu version of something, you know? And I was like, no, I get it for sure. Get extra songs on there. That's cool. Honestly, just bought a 3D printer because I just wanted to print stuff from the lovely evil Hort. Hell yeah. Grayskull 3D wall, but doing a 3D printing business is more up your alley than mine. Well, and for me, I think it's just that like a lot of people, even if you do the prints, now granted, if I once I get my other filament printer going, then I can start just printing in the certain colors like Alf does all the time, and like he did with that Crystal Castle. But for me, it's like when I do stuff in resin and I'm printing smaller pieces like the head sculpts and the armor and weapons and stuff like that. I also paint very well. So I always do the paint good. I love painting eyes. Like it's one of my favorite things to do is paint eyes, which people call me crazy for. But like I love doing the paint. So I not very like I'm a confident person, but that's one thing I'll always pat myself on the back with is I think I'm a pretty good painter as far as that goes. And matching colors and doing that, I do really well. So I think that also brings a little element to it to where if I do the blind boxes or like Johnny, what I was doing before was when I had my Tuesday show or Wednesday show, actually, I would do these blind boxes with like 2 heads, armor, and some weapons. And I would put them in a bag or whatever in a blind box. So you don't know exactly what you're getting. But I would go through the show and anybody that would do a $10 super chat would get 1 spot in a race. So if you did $20, you get 2 spots, $30, and so on. And then at the end of the show, we would do a race with everybody that had put $10 in for a super chat. And then whoever won got a blind box, which is, like I said, 2 heads, weapons, or it'd either be like 2 heads, 2 armors, and weapons for that. And I would have it all painted. So it's not just like I'm giving 3D printed parts. That's what I started doing. But then I realized people don't want parts. They want finished stuff. So I would paint it. And I want to get like a good group of stuff done before I start doing that again. But I thought that was kind of cool. And it was fun. It was a fun thing at the end where, we had like, there was one of the shows, there was a lot of people doing a lot of stuff. And it really ended up being a fun thing where I think, was it Home Arcade end up? No. It was Mint on Card won and then we decided on something different. So I ended up 3D printing a glow in the dark Jaga for him. So just the cool stuff, just fun stuff, right? Maybe not until I get better. And also just the machines are getting so much better. Like all those Bamboo Lab stuff, like those I've seen, and like Random Diorama does a lot of the bamboo stuff, and it's just so amazing to where the advancements of the filament is so much better now that you can print without having a lot of the lines that you used to have with filament. For me, all I have is resin. I have a filament printer, but I haven't even set it up yet. And Alf and Flick will give me shit every day for it, but I haven't gotten that set up yet to where I've never printed with filament before, but I've been printing with resin this whole time. But that really gives you the detail that you want for small parts. The resin is like superior for detail. But a lot of the stuff I print is like that. Like it's a Origins head, 2 heads in Origins, like with armor, like those kits that, he sent me something today. What the hell? Aliencito just sent me a message on Instagram, and he's doing a kit for the new Adventure Skeletor for Origins, and it looks great. Got to do it. I have to do it. So I'm excited about that one. And it's got the one, it's like the second edition with the skull on the chest. Oh, it's so good, man. So I'm going to do that one soon, and that'll be cool because I can print it in glow in the dark, because remember that skull glowed in the dark from that Skeletor one. My minions and I enjoyed the movie. My wife started to fall asleep toward the end, though. And toward the end is where all the action was. I'm surprised. The beginning is where it was, suck at painting. It takes a little practice. I think for me, I just always have been good at that stuff. Like, it's always been something that I could do. Having your own biz is the way to go. Yeah. And the thing is, like, for me, and it's funny because you get those certain moments where you think, yeah, I think I can because of this. Joe Amato, everybody that likes Motu knows Joe Amato. He's like custom guru guy. He's been doing customs forever. He bought a custom Modi from me, and he told me over the mess, he says, this is the first custom I've ever bought off someone else. He goes, because he obviously makes his own. He goes, and for me, doing that is huge. And all the time I've been doing customs, I've never bought someone else's custom, but you're good enough to where I wanted yours. He goes, and you can do what I'm doing, because Joe does custom work for a living. And he's like, you can do that too. He goes, if you focus on it and you get it done and you get your rhythm down, and you put in your hours, like you do it, you clock in, clock out like you're at work, and you focus on it like it's a job, you can do what I'm doing. He goes, I've been doing customs for 7, 8 years, 9 years, whatever. He goes, and that's my job. He goes, and I think you could do that too. So for me, that was cool, getting a nod from a dude that's been doing customs forever and is really good at what he does, right? So resin is what I originally wanted. I didn't know the difference at the time. Yeah, there's a lot of extra stuff to it though. Like if depending on where you live, if you're in an apartment, or if you're like, for me, I'm in a house with a basement, and my walk-in closet has my resin printers. I have a window in there to where I can filter the smell. And there's a lot more chemicals to it. You have to clean it with like isopropyl alcohol, or there's this other cleaner stuff you use. You have to have a lot of nitrile gloves. If you get the resin on you, it fucks your skin up a lot, where it makes it more like, it gives you rashes and stuff, and depending on how long you let it sit. So filament is a lot cleaner, but you have a little extra work on the end with like sanding and stuff. But resin, the print comes out perfect, except for like the little dimples from the supports, but that's very simple to sand off. But there is a lot of post work and cleanup, and the resin's toxic. It's not good to breathe in very much. It's like, you want to make sure and filter it outside, get some air. If someone's in an apartment or someone has kids right around it, like I'm lucky where Merrick never really comes in my room. He never comes downstairs. Like downstairs is kind of the man cave, my work area, and my room. So like we spend time upstairs, so we don't deal with that. But if someone's in just a smaller area and you don't have a lot of space, filament's definitely the way to go, because you don't have to worry about all that crap. That for me, that was huge, right? Like, dude, the guy that made Copycat told me I was good, so I'm happy about that. Absolutely, Big Boss. I'm 100%. That was huge. Yeah, it's so much fun. Like, and like I was cleaning up here too, and I did still have your anti-hernia stuff, and I picked it up and I put it down over in the area of my stuff to send. So I do apologize on that, because yeah, it's been a little bit too long for that one, but I do have that. And that one wasn't like back in the earlier ones. That was one of the last ones I ever did, but I do have that one to send out to you. So, and that's the anti-hernia kit. So that one's coming. As you do, I still have your address on X. So, but guys, I guess we're good. We hit the 2-hour mark. I know it's not like a crazy Insomniac show, because I know I call it Insomniac, but I'm cutting it out at 1:00 in the morning. But it's just a play on words. It's saying it's a later show. I guess I could have done late night with Kenzo or whatever else. But the Friday night Insomniac started when my grandma passed away, last February, not this one, but the last one. And I was having a hard time, and I wasn't sleeping, and I was really close to grandma, and I started doing the late Friday nights. And then of course, when I start working, I had to stop doing it. But then it's I know, dude, I know. And for me, it's 1, but it's still early. But I usually try to get a couple hours, because again, with the back, I can't sit on this chair too long. So usually I try to cut it about 2 hours if I can. Sometimes I'll go longer if I feel up to it, but I can already feel it starting to get me. So we'll see. Yeah, maybe next week we'll do an extra hour. Maybe we'll go till 2 a.m. But I probably am just gonna go have a bowl of cereal and finish painting those home arcade pieces. Maybe next week I'll do it from downstairs in my work area. That way I can actually do some work while I'm chatting with you guys. But yeah, maybe I'll do that. Let's see. Finish out the chat here. Be looking to get a couple of prints done. That fellow that made those 2X versions of the Chronicles Battle Cat. Oh, those are nice, right? Oh my goodness, those are nice. Love that design. So much better than the one it came with. Yeah, I know. Good we stream there, sir. Until next time, good night and good journey to all. Yes, sir. Good journey to you, my friend. Big Boss Man is in Arizona. We don't do daylight savings. Yeah, I was born in Arizona, Big Boss. I was born in the big, tiny, sweltering city of Yuma. So I was born in the armpit of the United States, right? Yuma is like a freaking oven, right? It doesn't ever snow there, and it's just hot all the fucking time, and it's but I moved to Colorado when I was 1, so I never really knew. I only knew Yuma from when we went and visited family on my mom's side. So just keep up the good work. Thanks, Johnny. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, Allison. You are the best. I will watch out for those clowns. Thank you again for saving my life. Bring out the olives. Thank you so much. DST sucks. DST. Tell me what I'm missing because I'm slow. Thanks for the stream. Take care. See you next time. Thank you, Cammy. Fucking hell. It is, dude. It is, right? It's like the worst ever. So, daylight saving time. Sorry. Yeah, I got it. I'm a little slow, but I caught it on the back end. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, like I said, we just hit the 2 hours. So, I am going to go get me some Frosted Flakes because they're great. And then I'm going to go finish painting and then probably get to bed by 2 o'clock if I can. So, not really much of an insomniac, I know. I'm misrepresenting myself. maybe if I continue to be not working, maybe it'll get worse and worse as I go. So thank you guys again. Appreciate y'all hanging out. You guys are awesome. Love y'all. And again, we'll see you next time at the same time. But in the meantime, please, everyone, stay out of those streets. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.